Looking ahead to the trading week beginning January 31st, we're also looking obviously at the end of the month of January. And even though there's one day left, it's not like we have a massive turnaround, but we could have a massive turnaround that would avoid the worst month for the Russell, the NASDAQ, the S&P, and the Dow since March of 2020. That's where they sit as of Friday, the worst month since March of 2020 for all four of those major indices. So going into next week, we're going to be looking pretty closely at geopolitics, believe it or not. I haven't looked at that for a while. The Russia-Ukraine situation, while there's a bit of a stalemate in the diplomacy, the rhetoric has kind of heated up. The administration here in the U.S. has advised the family of diplomats as well as civilian U.S. citizens to make their way out of the Ukraine, said that they couldn't really support an evacuation. They also, according to reports, warned Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky to expect an invasion or an incursion in February from Russia. So a little bit troubling. We saw yields rise here in the U.S., not necessarily related to the geopolitics, more to the Fed stance. But if you look at the 2-year, last week it finished at 101. It's at 116. 5-year from 154 to 162. 10 from 175 to 178. 30-year only moved up 1 basis point, but the 2s30s yield curve spread moved up 14 basis points, flattened by 14 basis points, 106 to 92. 2s10s, 74 to 62, 5s30s, 53 to 46. We have an OPEC meeting on February 2nd. Crude oil just finished its 6th consecutive week of price gains, 7 of the last 9 as well. And since the April 2020 lows, 17 of 21 months of higher prices for crude oil. So far, January is the strongest month in terms of price gains since February 2021. Earnings roll on. We got some big names next week. Google, Amazon, Facebook, Meta, ExxonMobil, AbbVie, Eli Lilly, Novartis, Merck, Royal Dutch Shell, PayPal, Qualcomm, UPS, Bristol Myers, Honeywell, T-Mobile, Starbucks, Gilead, General Motors, Boston Scientific. Those are among the 133 companies reporting with market caps over 10 billion. Big earnings week. And then in terms of data, China NBS manufacturing actually comes out on Sunday night. Monday, we get EU Q4 flash GDP and Germany's year-over-year inflation rate. Tuesday, German monthly unemployment data and U.S. final January manufacturing PMI from market, as well as January PMI data from the Institute of Supply Management. Wednesday, EU core flash inflation data, Bank of England rate decision and ECB rate decision on Thursday, along with an ISM non-manufacturing PMI in the U.S. And Friday, Canadian employment data and U.S. non-farm payrolls data.